When the Kelly Cup playoffs arrive this season, there'll be a different look. One team is playing nothing but close games, and it's winning most of those games too. And if it's highlights you want, you've come to the right place. Another edition of ECHL Week starts now.
Hi, welcome to ECHL Week. I'm Barry Schickling. We've been wondering for a while what the format of the 2021 Kelly Cup playoffs will look like. Our questions have now been answered. So many things have already been different about this season, and when it comes to the 2021 Kelly Cup playoffs, that's going to be the case as well.
The top 4 teams in both conferences, based on points percentage at the conclusion of the regular season, will advance to the postseason. The conference semifinals in both conferences will have the first-place team going up against the fourth-place finisher and the second-place team taking on the third-place club. The 2 winners in each conference series will then meet in the conference finals, with those winners advancing to the 2021 Kelly Cup Finals. But here's a significant change. All 3 rounds in the 2021 Kelly Cup playoffs will be best-of-5 series. And the higher-seeded team will have the option of playing the first 2 or the final 3 games at home unless an alternative format is agreed upon. That could be the case if there are building availability issues. This will be the first time an ECHL Final Series has been a best-of-5 matchup. For you trivia buffs, it's been 9 years since the ECHL staged any best-of-5 playoff series. That last happened in the first round of the postseason in both conferences in 2012. As far as the dates are concerned, get ready for some summer hockey for the first time. With this year's regular season currently set to end on Saturday, June 5th, the 2021 Kelly Cup playoffs will start the following Monday, June 7th. As a result, the Kelly Cup finals are scheduled to end no later than Saturday, July 3rd. It certainly figures to be a very short summer for the teams which make it to the final round. We're guessing at least one of those teams won't mind.
In their 6 previous seasons, the Indy Fuel have generally iced competitive teams, but they've only made the postseason one time, and that season, 2018, they lost in the first round of the Kelly Cup playoffs. This year, though, might be a little different. The team's off to a great start. In addition to the fact that the Fuel have had a really good record over the first 2 months of the season, practically every game they played has been decided by just 1 goal. We recently spoke with a few members of the Fuel and asked them not just about their early season success, but also about playing and winning close games.
Yeah, it's been not easy on the heart, I'll tell you that. Every game's been pretty intense, which is, like you said, it's good. You're definitely, always engaged. And, I don't know if it's Doug's coaching style as much as it's just been the way games have played out for us. I don't think any coach is going to tell you not to win by 5 goals if you get the chance, but it's been fun.
I think the league is really good this year. I think that the competitive balance is been very, very tight, razor thin one way or the other. And I think those close games are an indication of what the season's going to look like. And it has been for us. It's not just been 1 opponent, 2 opponents. It's been pretty much everyone who played.
Christensen has been pleased so far with his team's defensive play, and they're doing very well in the goals against department.
Our blue line, I think, is absolutely one of the strengths of our team. I mean, we've got a lot of guys who can move the puck, a lot of guys who can skate, guys who can do different things. And I think Willie Rathskov's at the top of that list, based upon how he played, especially this past weekend, in terms of guys that came in, you knew that they were going to be good, but they're even better than you thought.
I think my first couple of years pro, I may have forced it a lot more, whereas I've kind of found a little bit more of a, maybe I've, been more well-rounded this year, I think I would say has been what I would consider my game, being a little bit more focused on the defense and letting the offensive side of the game come to me.
As far as the offense is concerned, line mates Peter Krieger and Nick Pirog have done a nice job, about as good as anybody else in the league to this point. This is a complete team so far.
I think it just starts with, it starts with our coaching staff, Doug and Andy. They preach, we're getting better every day, and that's what we're all, what we're kind of about. It doesn't matter about, we're gonna have guys go up to the American League. We're gonna have guys maybe come in contact tracing with COVID. I think we got a really good team. I obviously don't want to look too far ahead into the future and try to predict it, but I think we have a good, a good foundation in place, a good structure that we're following, and everyone's kind of buying into that, which has led to a lot of our success.
We want to be a team that finishes. It's something that we've talked a lot about, and we want to be a team that finds ways to win games and continues to improve throughout the game. And that's one of the things we talk about a lot. Obviously, when you have roster changes and the things that you have in our league, whether it's COVID, call-ups, injuries, you need to constantly be improving and evolving. And that's not just day-to-day, week-to-week, that's throughout a game. And so the fact that our team has had success in the third period, I think is great. But I also think that it's something that we focus on and want our guys to put pride in.
We are a high compete team who can play to any team skill level and can work just as hard as any team. And if we are on our game and doing the things that Doug wants us to be doing with our systems, playing fast, going north of the puck, that will definitely be a hard team to beat. I still think there's a lot of room for us to grow, in all honesty. I think there's a lot of untapped potential that we have yet to see, and I'm excited to see what could happen for us if we do put it together.
Our Best of the Week highlights are next on ECHL Week.
This is ECHL Week.
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 And the number one source for ECHL news, ECHL Week.
As we go through our early shows this season, we want to make sure you're up to speed on some of the things which happened during the lengthy off-season. One of the victims of the delayed start to this season was the ECHL's All-Star Classic. The good news is that fans in Jacksonville will still get their chance to see the league's best players. They'll just have to be patient. The 2022 All-Star Classic will take place in January in northeastern Florida. Because some planning has taken place, we already know what the players will be wearing for the 22 All-Star event. The home sweater features a likeness of Fang, the team mascot who is named after a Jacksonville Sheriff's Office K-9 unit member that was shot and killed in the line of duty in September of 2018. The home jersey was selected by Iceman fans. The All-Star sweater was designed by Jacksonville resident and U.S. Navy veteran Kevin Holman as part of a jersey design contest. 2 changes to the rules have been adopted for this season. The ECHL's Board of Governors has okayed the ability for teams to dress 1 extra player for the pregame warm-up. This would allow for last-minute evaluation of a player's health status prior to a game. As far as the games are concerned, at the beginning of the season, a roster of 18 skaters and 2 goalies per game was permitted. The number of skaters allowed dropped to 17 on January 29th, where it's expected to remain for the rest of the season. Another shift pertains to standings tiebreakers. The first tiebreaker is now regulation wins instead of regulation and overtime victories. This will add a slight motivation for teams to earn wins in regulation time.
Time to go to the video. It's highlights on the Best of the Week.
We start with the Florida Everblades among the pace setters in the East. Here's a sweet 2-on-1 with Alec Marsh converting a pass from Joe Pendenza. Greenville's Ben Finkelstein, an impressive rookie defenseman, strikes here on a last-minute power play wrist shot to pull the Swamp Rabbits into a tie and force overtime, although Greenville did have its 12-game point streak snapped earlier this week. Here, Kansas City's Rob Bortson collects a rebound and notches his second goal of the game to give the Mavericks an overtime victory. Cody Sylvester of Wheeling one-times a pass from Patrick Watling to help the Nailers to an impressive overtime win at Indy. It was Watling's fourth assist of the game. Mateo Gennaro of Wichita takes a feed from Jeremy McKenna and notches his second goal of the afternoon in a win against Rapid City. Orlando captain Chris LeBlanc scores the nicest wraparound goal we've seen so far this season. And, not to be outdone, LeBlanc's teammate on the Solar Bears, Garrett Sparks, flashes the leather on this penalty shot attempt by Andrew Chernishin of South Carolina.
That wraps up another edition of ECHL Week. Thank you very much for watching, as always. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media channels. You know where they are, you know where to find them, you know where to find us. We'll keep you up to date on everything that's going on between shows. Until next time, stay safe, take care.